here we go, part 2. Hello, Sam Mosher here with part 2 of my 2018 favorites week. Yesterday was top 20 films of 2018. I'm feeling more comfortable, feeling ready. I'm wearing my casual day, kind of funny baseball tee, gotta support the brand. This, part 2, is top 10 TV shows of 2018. I'm excited, TV's great. It's like movies but longer. I don't know, I'm feeling good today. Let's get started. I watched 24 shows, or seasons of shows, however you want to quantify it, in 2018. All of them were at least okay, enough for me to get through the season. Scrolling by now, our shows 24 through 11. Some were okay, some were quite good, but unfortunately not good enough to make the top 10 list. And now, without further ado, let's get going. Top 10 TV shows of 2018. Let's go. And with that, I lied. I couldn't do it to myself. I had to include an honorable mention. My number 11, it was number 10. That was before I watched my number 7 show a week or two ago. Yes, American Crime Story, second season, The Assassination of Gianni Versace comes in at number 11. I feel like I have to talk about this show because it was so good and so criminally underwatched, especially compared to the hugely successful first season of American Crime Story, The People v. O.J. Simpson. Executive producer Ryan Murphy said in an interview that American Crime Story is about more than just the crimes depicted on the show. Of course, it's about American crimes, but what the show is really about is crimes America has committed. The first season explored how the O.J. trial became this media circus, and the second season explores the many injustices the U.S. has committed against the gay community. It makes for a very compelling through line for a very compelling season. The show is gorgeously shot and features an excellent ensemble cast led by a career-changing performance from Darren Criss, who you may know from Glee. This man had to be charming, confused, depressed, scary, and menacing, and Criss does it all so well. He's deserved every award he's won so far. Please watch the show when it comes to Netflix. And, speaking of Netflix, at number 10 is the second season of Glow. I like the first season of The Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling quite a bit, but I feel like the show really came into its own this year. It fixed some of the issues I had with the character choices, and just embraced the weirdness and campiness of Glow. This season celebrates its awesome cast of actresses and actors, and wraps them in this super fun story of outcast friends who have come together as underdogs to make Glow. Can't wait to see what the Vegas setting means for season 3. Plus, one of the episodes from the season is an episode of The Glow show itself. That episode specifically is so good. At number 9 is another series that showed a lot of potential in its first season, but really stepped it up in its second season, and that show is Netflix's Big Mouth. Nick Kroll's crude but consistently hilarious animated comedy was deservedly huge this year, at least in my circle of college friends. Everyone was talking about it. Everything in this season was better too. The musical numbers, the voice acting, huge shoutouts to Kroll and Maya Rudolph, the social messages like the Planned Parenthood episode, and the funny and honest look that the show does at puberty and sex. I could do without the annoying characters, looking at you, Tyler, the replacement hormone monster, but I'll take them if we get the hysterical characters like Coach Steve, Connie, and Maurice. At number 8 is one of this year's most pleasant and scary surprises, Mike Flanagan's reimagining of The Haunting of Hill House, the classic novel by Shirley Jackson. I love the way the show was structured. It juggles 2 timelines to give us a look at a family of 7 that are haunted by the titular Hill House when they were living there, and decades later when they're all adults. The visuals on this show are incredible, the best I've ever seen from a horror TV series, and I don't just mean the scares. The 6th episode, the cinematography in it, is made to look like just a few one-takes. It was very impressive. This was one of this year's best miniseries. Don't miss it. It's on Netflix. Next up is a very wholesome show, basically the farthest you can get from a horror series like The Haunting of Hill House. Yes, the fan favorite afterlife comedy, The Good Place, is my number 7. It wrapped up its excellent season 2 at the beginning of 2018, and then aired all but 3 episodes of season 3 this past fall. The show is still forking charming, proudly weird, and has a very talented cast. I love that this show is still committed to its ongoing story, and its wonderful exploration of what it means to be a good person. I can't wait to see which bonkers place this show goes next. Number 6 is another charming comedy, the second season of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, the newest season of the show that follows Mrs. Maisel rising up the ranks of stand-up comedy in 1950s New York City is just as endearing, witty, and smart as its first, if not more so. Mrs. Maisel herself, Rachel Brosnahan, deserves every award she's ever won for her lead role. The comedic timing and attitude of every joke are just perfect from her, and the same can be said for her co-star Alex Borstein. They're both amazing. I love the side characters even more this season, and I'm excited to see what adventures they'll find themselves in season 3. Another show that continued its excellent streak this year is Better Call Saul, my number 5 pick. The fourth season of the Breaking Bad spin-off followed Saul figuring out how to get by after the death of someone important to him and with his law license stripped away. The show's main cast, Bob Odenkirk, Reese Sehorn, and Jonathan Banks, continue to give award-worthy performances, still being snubbed for all of those awards. This season, creators Vince Gilligan and Peter Gould constructed yet another season of their signature patient, yet engrossing character studies, and the moral scale is grayer than ever, just as we expect from our Breaking Bad spinoff. We're getting very close to that Breaking Bad Saul. Can't wait to see where it goes next. Speaking of Breaking Bad, my number 4 show is HBO's Barry. I know that may sound weird for those of you who haven't watched Barry, but like Breaking Bad, Barry is tense, very well acted, and builds to an absolutely chilling finale. Plus, Barry is also hilarious, unlike Breaking Bad at most points. Alec Berg and Bill Hader's half-hour hitman dramedy proves Hader's acting chops to anyone who doubted his amazing character work in SNL. Just look to the killing inside the car in episode 7 for proof. It's one of my favorite scenes on TV this year. Henry Winkler is also great. Now the show takes a bit to get going, but I promise you if you give it time, its short 8-episode run will have you begging for season 2 to come out. Another deceptively deep comedy is the canceled too soon American Vandal, which is my number 3 show of 2018. Somehow, its second season surpassed its surprising and hilarious first season. Sure, this season isn't as funny and doesn't have Jimmy Tatro, but Season 2, which investigates the turd burglar at a Catholic high school, is a darker, better constructed mystery. It's more well-rounded in terms of pacing and side characters, and it has an amazing message about the way we conduct ourselves in real life versus online. Netflix, I know everyone's mourning Daredevil, rightfully so, but canceling American Vandal was your real crime last year. At number 2 is the endlessly creative Atlanta. Improving upon its already great first season, Robin Season, the name of its second season, finds a new way in each episode to explore how money, fame, and status motivate us and often drive us to do bad things. Its main cast of 4, Donald Glover, Bryant Tyree Henry, Lakeith Stanfield, and Zazie Beetz, all show off their dramatic and comedic chops this season. They're great as always. They really suck you into this surreal interpretation of Atlanta, and it helps that the show has some excellent direction from Hiro Murai, who had a knockout 2018 with 7 episodes of Atlanta, 2 episodes of Barry, and directing the This Is America music video, the best music video of last year. He has quite the IMDb page at this point. I love that this show continues to deliver an anthology-like episode structure where concepts range from a simple haircut, well, not so simple haircut, to a harrowing mugging, to Donald Glover playing the chilling Teddy Perkins, to how race can impact a simple night out. I can't wait to see what weird and exciting concepts they come up with for season 3. And at my number 1 spot for the best TV show of 2018 is BoJack Horseman, season 5. BoJack Horseman is my favorite show currently on the air, but this season somehow elevated even higher for me. At the core of this season is an excellent and often hard to watch takedown of anti-heroes and why our tendency to root for them, especially on TV, is so problematic. This show was the best response to the Me Too movement in TV or film in 2018, and I was shocked and impressed at the show's willingness to show how despicable its protagonists can be. The voice work, especially from Will Arnett and Alison Brie, is incredible and adds so much depth and heart to a show that has it in spades. Creator and writer Raphael Bob Waksberg continues to subvert traditional episode structure, giving me my favorite episodes of TV this year with the single monologue episode Free Churro and the fiction reality bending episode The Showstopper. Overall, the show keeps breaking my heart and putting it back together with dumb gags like Todd's sex robot, and that balance of drama and comedy and its shockingly good understanding of the human condition is why BoJack Horseman is the best show of 2018. And with that, that concludes part 2 of 2018 Favorites Week. Thank you so much for watching. What were your favorite TV shows of 2018? Sound off in the comments. Like, share this video if you liked it. Either way, share your favorite TV shows with your friends, family, strangers. That's what this is all about, celebrating great art. This has been fun. We have done best TV shows, best films of 2018. Tomorrow we kick off music with the best singles, and then Thursday we have albums. This has been fun. Thank you so much for watching. See you tomorrow.